Hello, it's Don with Sonoran Mystic Tarot. Welcome in. This is the reading for Scorpions for the month of June 2023. Welcome in. This is going to be an amazing month for you, Scorpions. On this month, you will notice I do not have cards in my hands. I am not doing the tarot cards for this month because this month is so engaging with energy that the psychic energies are popping all over and they're telling me what I need to tell you, the things that you need to be aware of. Are you ready, Scorpion? Let's get to it. First and foremost, let's start at the beginning of the month. The beginning of the month is going to be hopping and popping, so get ready, buckle in. It's going to be a great ride. It is going to be up to you, though, Scorpio, to do what you do with that energy. The energy that you have, the energy that you found in the beginning of the year, just after I'm getting like March, after March, that energy you found in March that has now pushed and propelled you forward is carrying you still, and there is still much more room with it. There's an energy of abundance, an energy of newness, an energy of creation, and an energy of growth. And so, as you know that energy to have been with you the last 2 months, it is still continuing with you through this month and beyond. So, again, you're starting out the month very strong. Stay with it. With that in mind, this is the time, Scorpio, where you're going to have to reel it in just a little bit. What I'm saying is you've kind of been really, again, using that energy and ready to go and ready to just dive right in, ready to be like that Knight of Swords, that energy where you're going to just jump right in and fight and don't care about what prepared thinking might bring you. Because, it's like, okay, we don't need to prepare. We're just going to do it and then figure it out later on. This now is that month. We're going to take the energy and harness it. We're going to focus it on something specific. We're going to take it and say, okay, now what do I do with this? How does this serve me best? And more importantly, am I moving in the right direction? Am I checking off the boxes I need to check? So again, we are leaving the Knight of Swords, and if anything, we're moving with a kind of an energy of a Knight of Cups or something again. So it's that energy of more controlled chaos. There's still a bit of chaos around you with the energy, but it is a controlled chaos. The one thing you need to know is that we are heading into the Cancer phase of the year. And so with the sign of Cancer coming up, with us coming out of Gemini, we are moving into a fellow water sign. And with that water signs and with the water and the sun, you need to be outside. You need to be out and doing things. You need to be constantly moving and growing. Again, this is your energy. Live in this energy for now. Be careful around mid-month because I do see you sputtering out a bit. I see you kind of slowing down and maybe kind of getting caught up in the minutia. And why do you get caught up in the minutia? Part of it is because of what I mentioned early in, is that your energy has been bouncing all over the place and you took advantage of the energy, which has been great. And then when I am suggesting to you to pay attention, because again, some of the things that you did when you were just kind of going full bore are coming back to greet you. And if you have taken my words of advice at the beginning of the month and slowed down and start being methodical, again, using still the high energy level, but being methodical, you will find that if you did that, now is the time again where this slowdown is a period of you embracing those thoughts and concepts. If you didn't, then you're going to be shocked and kind of caught off guard because all of a sudden, yes, they're coming home to roost and they're saying, hey, now it's time to think of this and to think of this. And did you think of this? And did you think of this? Now we have to fix this and this and this and this. Again, you will be saving yourself some grief if you slow down at the beginning of the month, because in the mid-month, when things get a little hectic energy-wise, you will already be on top of it. Now, as that period is working and you're working through that period, the one thing that I would also suggest you do is pay attention to your relationships, because that is a key in this time frame as well. There's a whole lot of energy around that. And when these planets align as they do for you in this situation, again, make sure that that's not a problem with what else you have going on. Because again, you should be focused on your career. You should focus on your new ventures, your new opportunities, your jobs, your projects. That's where your attention needs to be. Now, as the month ends and as it gets slowly to the end, it's going to pick up into the last week. And the last week is going to be like a catapult. It's going to be a blast and it's going to throw you forward. So be prepared. With that saying, again, that throwing forward, that catapult, that blast is a great situation that's coming to you. Again, something that is going to confirm everything you've been doing, something that's going to tell you, yes, all that you've put in is paying off. Yes, what you did, you get back. And more. The day to pay the most attention to in this month will be June 26th. June 26th, write it down, make a note of it, mark this video, whatever you need to do, June 26th, because on June 26th, you are going to be given an opportunity. Something is going to come to you, something it's going to be either a thought, a process, an idea, or even let's say a partnership situation, let's say an opportunity. It could, whatever. Again, you are going to connect with it on that day. It's going to either come to the mind or it'll be presented to you. Make sure you do not pass it up. Do not let anything on that day go by without giving it more thought and understanding how is this going to be used to my advantage, because that day is the day, the entire month, in my opinion. If you could hit fast forward, man, I'd be right there, because that's the day. So on that day, pay attention. Everything from that day forward will be contingent on the decisions you make on that day. So again, the rest of the month after mid-month, the rest of the month, you're going to see the energy pick back up even higher, but a little less controlled, because again, you're feeling free now. You know you're over that period of adjustment. And then the end of the month, it flows. The other things that I wrote down, because I took some of this down, and that again is that engagement with a partnership situation, or again, an opportunity or a business, or even buying out a business coming the end of the month around the 26th. Remember that. And then, yes, one other thing that I made note of here, which caught my attention, is that your psychic skills will be on fire this month. They will be driving you crazy. Scorpions, you all know you are psychic. You all know you have the intuition. You call it what you want. I don't care what you want to call it. I'm telling you that this month is going to be driving you crazy, because you will be so open and so much energy flowing in that also gets in there are other people's emotions and feelings and so forth. Do not allow those emotions and feelings and so forth from them to dominate you. Do not allow them to take your energy and zap it. They will. Because guess what? Some people are energy vampires. That's what they do. Don't let their naysaying zap you. Again, do not be zapped by their negativity, their harshness, or their indecisiveness, or what they're going through. That's their energy. That's their path. Let them go through it. Now, you can be understanding. You can be loving and caring and all these things, but do not absorb it. Don't take it in. Don't own it. Don't fix it. It's not your problem. You didn't break it. You don't fix it. Again, don't own their issues. This is not the month to do that. This month is all about you and your high energy. So this month, Scorpio, be selfish, be self-focused, and make sure that you do nothing to allow you to be distracted from the path that this month brings you, June 26th. Remember that. If you have a chance, I'd love to have you stop by, check out my shop on Etsy. It has all my good logos and so forth. But also, if you want a private reading, that's where you get it. You go to Etsy, click on the private readings. It'll send a note to me, and we'll work to get a time, and you can have a private reading there. Also, my shirts and stuff like that. Anyway, check it out. Talk to you later. See you next month with the next month's reading. And then you'll see me next week with the first month reading for June. Take care. Bye-bye.